This is what I picked up at junkyard today. I got Pentium 2s, I got two Pentium 2 processors, the rest of them are Pentium 3s. That's that. This is a zip drive, it's 100 megabytes. And right here are a few semiconductors. Let me just zoom it in. It's a 2N3055. There's another one. Nice. It's a BUX44, don't know what that is. A big giant bridge rectifier. A million amp diodes, that's what they look like to me. Two small heat sinks for socket 7. A big giant fan that runs on 240 volts. A couple of smaller fans, this is probably the smallest one. And processors. This one's a Celeron. I think it's a 466 megahertz. Believe it or not, I found the Pentium MMX processor. This one's 200 megahertz, so I can put it in my socket 7. Here's a Pentium Pro. Not sure what frequency on this is. 256 kilobytes cache. I think it's 150 megahertz. But this is in a terrible state. Could try bending the pins back. Okay, moving on. AMD Athlon. Here's a ceramic AMD Duron ceramic package. Here's a Cyrix. Even though it's sold under IBM, it's a Cyrix. Oh, I broke it. No, I didn't. I tried to stretch some of the pins back. But this one, nah. This one won't fit in the socket 7. Moving on, I tried this. It did fit in my socket 7. 95 megahertz. Yeah. I could test that out on my socket 7 is an AMD K6 designed for Microsoft Windows 95. There's another one. 166 megahertz. A Pentium 3. 700 megahertz. And Intel 387DX 20 megahertz. It's a math coprocessor. So friggin' tiny. Okay, that's the CPUs. Under here is a Pentium 2 mobile laptop. And I should get that working. I got a hour meter, ammeter, but this one, AC ammeter. I already tested out, it works perfect. A big toroidal transformer. A Pentium 3 processor. It's a Fujitsu Siemens. It's a DE1214. Nice one. No Ethernet port, but you can clearly see the connectors on the motherboard. Okay, this here is a really old vintage motherboard. It's a 386 BIOS. 1989. The barrel battery is a bit leaky. There's SIM slots, a socket for oscillator, and something has to be there. And you might say, geez, where's the processor? The old magic happens when I turn it around. Yes. It's an Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, AM386SX/SXL-33. It's a 386SX running at 33 megahertz. Well, isn't that wonderful? When I was digging up my parts box, I found a few SIMs. So that should be nice. Okay, then moving on. I picked up an ISA card, ESS audio drive. Okay, you might notice this is my Pentium 1's ESS drive. But I got a Sound Blaster 16 VX. I got two of those, and I put one in my Pentium 1 down there. So that one might be a spare. An SCI card, a 64 megabyte PCI card, another card, and a serial cable. That's certainly a lot of stuff. I'm going to show you that I didn't get from the junkyard. A friend gave it to me. Now this is what I got from my friend, who got it from a nun. Yes. This is the actual cover. I'm going to show you the computer later. It's an IBM PS1. And you might think, geez, that's a plain computer. You've got nothing there, just the switch. Yeah. Okay, moving on. This is the actual 486 itself. Just ignore the hard drive. It's just installing Windows 95. There's the actual 486. But I cannot remove the heatsink, so I don't know what frequency it is and what year. The power supply seems to be very low. It's a 65 watt maximum. It has 8 megabytes of RAM total. And just to clarify this, the cards weren't in there. I put them in myself. So that's a Sound Blaster 16 and an ISA Ethernet card. So you got them there. You can see original IBM connectors. I had to use a serial mouse because I didn't have those DS2 mouses. But that's the video. 1 megabyte. And that's it. The hard drive is the original IBM. 160 megabytes. Yes. Yes. Overall, this is a good machine. And this might sound strange, but yesterday I was actually probing the memory with my oscilloscope. And you should see what kind of frequencies are there. Yeah, you might see micro cache. Yeah, overall it's a good motherboard. The actual 486 down there. You can see somebody's had hot wired it. I got a big bunch of floppy disks. Yeah, I was installing Windows 95 on it. Nearly done, but I ran out of space. Oh yeah, also one thing I would like to show you what I picked up the junkyard was a frequency counter. Believe it or not, this was made in 1983. Yeah, there's the T connector, and it goes to my oscilloscope. I'd like to show you a test circuit, if I know how to. So much junk. You might know the oscillator. And actually, I did the frequency using the the divisions between each wave and doing the wavelength. And I got it right. Each channel gives me out 126 kilohertz. Just turn it on. Okay, that's channel 1. And you might notice it's a clean waveform because I got no gauge drive transformer plugged in. And overall it's a good counter. I can select the gauge. To get an accurate, now I have to wait 10 seconds to update it. There we go. And I can switch it between megahertz range. Yeah, the frequency. That's an input. Oh yeah, what is this LF filter? No idea. But that's what it does when I turn it on. Well, overall, it is a good thing. Well, that was my junkyard findings today. I'll probably post a video of the 486. Overall, I did get a lot of junk. Well, thank you for watching this boring video.